It's your boy Who Killed Kenny, and welcome to another episode of Happy Hour Wednesdays. Y'all know it's Wednesdays, so we like to turn up a little bit, have a good time, interview, and have conversations with some very, very dope people. And this is what we do. Shouts out to Yasi, Drink Tallahassee Beer, Tallahassee Beer Society, representing right here with the Bessie Coleman shirt because it's Black History Month. Oh, we got Southern Philosophy up in the building. What's going on? What's going on, Gallagher, or whomever this is on there? But let me see if I can get my guest up in the building. We're going to be going live with Katie and Stacy from the Field Day Music Festival, which is coming up this Sunday. This Sunday, the Field Day Music Festival is coming on. Yeah, make sure y'all tune in if you're in the Tallahassee area. It's for a great cause. What's going on? More vibes. I see you up in the building. Let me go ahead and invite my guest. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this live started. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi. Hi. How are you, Kenny?
Doing good. I'm doing wonderful. We got Cold Plunge in the building. What's going on?
Sorry.
So we have the lovely ladies from the Field Day Music Festival, Stacy and Katie. And I had the pleasure of meeting these two wonderful women last year at the festival itself, music festival. Had an awesome time. Great beers out there. Shouts out to Lake Tribe. You know, I had to get
Yeah,
some Lake Tribe
we
beer.
love Lake Tribe. Yes, we do.
Great music out there. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Impact Week, crazy stop lady, what's going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack open this beer and we're gonna get things started. This is the Lake Tribe Knowles Summer Suds American Pale Ale, coming in at 6% ABV right here from Tallahassee, Florida. And might as well Lake Tribe it all the way up with the 9-year anniversary glass.
Nice.
But while we have the ladies on right now, just give a quick introduction about yourself and how did you two come about the Field Day Festival?
I'm Katie. This
I'm
is Stacy.
Okay.
I unfortunately lost my mom to pancreatic cancer 10 years ago, and it wasn't long after that I just saw I felt like I needed to help other people and share my experience. And Stacy actually came to me with a great idea. Do you want to take it over?
Yeah,
It was actually over a pitcher of beer.
it was ever a pitcher of beer. Yes, I was working with an organization at the time that put on events locally for nonprofits, and we recognized that there was not a music festival kind of out in a field, an outdoors environment. Cascades is a lovely venue, but it's kind of got it's a already made, and so we were going to some incredible music festivals in other cities, even just up the road in Thomasville. And so we wanted to have something like that in our community. We both love Tallahassee and we love music. And when she felt this need to help people in our community, and I kind of had this idea of this music festival, we were at a bowling alley in Tallahassee. What bowling alley were we at?
Capital Lanes.
Capitol Lanes.
Yeah.
Shout out
Capital
to
Lake.
Capitol Lanes. And we had a pitcher of beer. I don't even remember what kind of beer it was. It was probably like
I don't,
Y'all
whatever they
done
had on.
pretty good job
whatever
sipping.
was on tap. Yeah. And I kind of said, hey, I've got this idea. Yeah, I know you're wanting to do something to help people who are dealing with pancreatic cancer in our community. I've got this idea. What do you think? And I said, we're thinking about calling it Field Day. And then I started to realize I don't have a great memory. I knew her
Mhm.
mom's name was Judy Field, but I didn't put the connection together until that pitcher of beer that yeah.
Yeah, you were just saying, we could have it in a field and have bands and food trucks and games, and it'll be a fun time for all ages, and we can call it Field Day. And I looked at her and I just like
We
started
kind of
getting
got emotional. Yeah.
So we're like
Right.
crying into our pitcher of beer.
Yeah. But then we realized, and that was 10 years ago, I think, when that conversation happened.
Yeah. So then we started planning and scheming and trying to figure out how
to do
put
it.
together a music festival.
Yeah.
And here we are 9 years later. This will be our
Mm.
8th annual event this Sunday. We skipped a year because of COVID, so we had like a micro fest. But this will be our 8th annual Field Day Music Festival. Big event this Sunday. So
Yeah.
that's how the
That's how it
scheme in a
came about.
nutshell.
And has it always been at McClay Gardens?
We have
No.
not. If you're from Tallahassee, which I am not, Katie is. I know you're newer to the area. We had it out at this big field, gorgeous field out at Appalachie Parkway.
Appalachia Regional
Park, which is what we booked it under. But if you're from Tallahassee, you know it as the dump. So when we told people we're having it at Appalachie Regional Park, everybody's like, "Oh, you're having a music festival at the dump?" But it's
Yeah.
really a great venue. It's like,
especially now in the last several years, they've really fixed it up and they have all kinds of big cross country events there.
yeah,
So it was a great space. We were there for 2 years,
Mm.
and then we finally got into McClay Gardens.
yeah. And that's been amazing. It's
Yeah.
the heart of Tallahassee, right in the middle. We have, we had a smaller crowd as we started and grew and grew and grew. So it was on the visitor center lawn. And as you experienced last year, we've moved down to the lake. This will be our third year on the house lawn, the lake lawn. And it's just the most gorgeous setting. I mean, you've got the lake behind you. The weather's always amazing, and the bands are kind of set against this backdrop of the lake and the trees, and it's just a great experience. Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw it last year, I was like, "Oh, this is a very nice venue." Like I say, with the bands having the lake view in the back of it, it's a really,
Yeah.
really nice setting, and it really like sets the tone for just having a good time. Got to have the aesthetics, and once something is aesthetically pleasing, everything else kind of just like falls into play in a sense. But you got to look test first. But when you pass the look test and you have great bands, great music, great food because of the food trucks, it's just a whole cool event. Cool event.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we're a little partial, of course, but we like it a lot.
We do too. Yeah, we do. We worked hard on making sure that people felt like it was a great experience. I think all of us have been to experiences where you feel like you're nickeled and dimed a little bit. Like you get there and it's great, but then there's like, and you need to buy this and you need to buy that. And so like one of the things we've done for the last 9 years, because we did have I consider 9 years because we had Microfest during COVID. But we've kept our beer. Lake Tribe Brewing has supported us since day one. And we have kept that beer price at $5 for 9 years, basically. And so since 2017. So it's like we want people to get there and have that experience, just that beautiful day and the bands, and you're only paying I don't know. Like I feel like it's pennies on the dollar for some of the concert tickets I'm buying these days, and you get 3 bands instead of 2 or 1 even. So yeah, it's a fun time. Sorry, I could talk about it all day.
And I guess tell people, for those who's viewing now and for those who view later, how can they purchase their tickets?
Yes, absolutely. FieldDayTallahassee.com is our website. So that's FIELDDAY Tallahassee.com. You can purchase the tickets there. You can view pictures from last year's event, check out our top sponsors, see what bands are playing. Also, you can follow us on social. Of course, Instagram is Field Day Tally, and Facebook is Field Day Tallahassee. So yeah, this is kind of, we do advertise some, but we're a nonprofit, so we try to spread the word via social media, word of mouth. A lot of our festival attendees come back year after year,
which has been awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and actually, a lot of our community partners and
Yeah.
sponsors they continue to support us year after year too. So we feel really blessed. It's just been,
Mhm.
it's a really special event, and it's not only raising awareness to pancreatic cancer and raising funding for research, but we think it's just a great time for our community just to get together and enjoy beautiful weather and, like you said, great music and good food, and of course, great
Great
beer.
beer. That's right. Yeah.
And y'all gonna have a good time. What's going on, Skips? So while at it, you say you're a nonprofit and you go out and you make these connections with these different vendors, different companies, and all that kind of stuff. What goes into having a nonprofit and having to reach out to people within the community, reach out to different businesses to get them to actually help fund such an event?
You know, it's so amazing because, like, when we started this, Katie and I just kind of went to friends that we knew that had businesses and kind of told our story, like why we're doing it, why we think it's important for our community. And we were really like well received within that community. But as we grew over the years, we needed a little bit more help because it is a lot to put on a music festival. And we've had a community partner, a committee member. Her name's Laura Jo Hewitt. I'll shout out Laura Jo. Yay.
She's awesome.
She's
Hey,
amazing.
Joe.
She has been so instrumental.
Yeah.
She's with Prime Meridian Bank. So I think she's just naturally like in our community, loves our community, knows our some of the people that could benefit from like an event like this. And Katie and I both come from, we've owned our own businesses. Still own our own, businesses. And so we want the return on investment to be good for our sponsors. And I think that's why they keep coming back because, Capital City Bank is one really great sponsor that we've had since day one. And they come and they provide all of our beer garden cups and all of the napkins and the wine cups
And tents
and
and
tents.
cornhole
Yeah.
blocks and
You name it. And it's just incredible. But again, Brooke Halleck, shout out to Brooke. She's over there, does their marketing. And Capital City is like a community bank. So it's like a really good fit, if that makes
Right.
sense. So we just try to find people, I think, that are like, looking for exposure to get the word out about their business, but also wanting to help a good cause. I think.
And I feel like every year too, whenever we've been, talking about the event to a new person, I feel like every year more and more people have been affected by pancreatic cancer,
Yeah.
whether it's an immediate family member or a friend of the family's or someone else that they know. So, I mean, I think even though pancreatic cancer is more rare, it's not as common. It's one of the most deadliest cancers. And I think that people are realizing how much, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
How important it is to
you.
find a cure and to not have to have family members go through what Katie and her family had to go through. My husband lost a very dear aunt at the same time her mother was going through her battle. Laura Jo, the one I mentioned about who's our sponsor chair now, she lost her father to it. We're both Florida State alum graduates. Bobby Bowden just lost his life
Yeah,
we love
I would say we love
Florida
football. So
State.
I have a football in the background. Yeah.
But
So I guess
it's so reaching in our community, in many communities. But the thing that shocked me the most was Katie was talking to somebody at one of the national foundations, and they said, we're one of the only, we're not the only, but we're one of the only fundraisers for pancreatic cancer in Florida. And all we're trying to do is just bring awareness.
Right.
right.
Right. And we're not even one of the biggest either.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously we saw the
Yo,
need
you
and
the
we wanted
biggest.
to fill it.
Y'all the
Yeah,
biggest.
that's
You gotta,
right.
you gotta put it out there in the universe. Y'all the biggest and the baddest. So I guess while I'm speaking all speaking of it, what exactly is pancreatic cancer, and like what are some of like symptoms and well, I'll leave it at that real quick
Well, I
first.
mean, I'm not a medical professional, but it is a cancer of the pancreas. I could not tell you exactly what the pancreas does for us, but some of the symptoms, often when people are diagnosed, it's later. It's not caught early because there aren't any early detection screenings like we have, like you see with mammograms for breast cancer or colonoscopies for colon cancer. So typically, people should watch out for jaundice, like the yellowish tinge of your skin or your eyes, any kind of mid back pain or stomach pain. I wrote these down so wouldn't forget. Unexplained weight loss, loss of appetite, new onset diabetes actually is a risk factor or symptom. And then I've always spoken about just being your own advocate. If something doesn't feel right, go get it checked out. I know a lot of people are nervous about going to the doctor or whatever, but I think that's the most important thing. It's just you know your own body, you know how you feel. And if something is feeling different, then go ahead and seek professional medical attention.
Well, and there's some really great researchers who are working on it right now. They're working on early detection for patients so that you can detect it early, because oftentimes you're getting diagnosed with stage 3 and 4. I mean, that's the majority of the people that get diagnosed. And one of the reasons they say it's one of the most deadly cancers, because by the time they catch it, it's almost too late. And so I love the fact that we get to contribute to causes that hopefully will help with those early detection resources for patients so that it doesn't escalate to that point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Currently, it's only a 13% survival rate after 5 years after being diagnosed. So that is that's the highest of all the major cancers,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I know we have all these, great detections, screenings for, like I said, colonoscopies, which, that's not fun, but I've done it before.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean,
No fun.
so hopefully sometime soon with our help, with Field Day Music Festival's help, um, you know, these doctors and researchers can come up with an early detection tool that will be available for everybody and hopefully prevent some of these deaths in the future.
Yeah.
Um,
Cheers to that. For sure, for sure. Cheers and
Cheers.
kudos to
I'm
you
all
two.
about that.
Field Day for
Cheers.
putting on for the city. Like I said, y'all bring the crowd out. Y'all have repeat sponsors. Like I say, the venue that the Field Day event is going to be at, they're like, oh, hold on, wait, y'all, we got to have a limit. We got to have a limit. And VIP tickets are sold out. Regular admission is almost sold out. So it seems like y'all doing y'all thing, as far as like advertising, putting this thing together, um, getting the correct sponsors, getting the people within the community to come out and help support you two, support the whole uh, like overall run of what Field Day represents and stands for. So I say continue doing it. And like I said, this will be my second Field Day going to. And as long as I'm in Tallahassee, I'm going to try and, make my way to this event
Awesome.
every year as much as I can. And like I say, y'all doing it for 9 years. This is the ninth one, you say?
This will be the eighth one
Eighth
because we
one?
had some micro fest during COVID.
That's
So
still
Yeah.
counts.
technically, yeah, it still counts. It still counts. Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, and I think, one thing you've probably experienced when you were on the lawn at Field Day was, we've got a wide range of people. We have everything from kids in strollers to, people who are in their 70s, 80s year olds that come out and listen to music, bring their lawn chair, and just enjoy a great day. And one thing we did when we started this was our kids were a lot younger. We both have children and they were a lot younger. And we just said, how can we get families out to this? How can we get our community out? You know, whether you're empty nester or you're, you know, a single mom or you've got a family of 5, it doesn't matter. We just wanted people to come and enjoy. So we have also, since day one, always had 12 and under are free. What?
Not this year, though.
Oh, not this year. Sorry. Katie's going to update you on that. Fake news.
2 and under are free, but kids 12 and I guess from 3 to 12 are just $6.
So yeah, reduced price.
Again,
Reduced
Reduced
price.
price.
Sorry, I
Okay,
forgot we
gotcha.
did that. Yes, we didn't we? I apologize. Still making it affordable, but and part of that is because we had to cap the amount of people that are going to be there this year. Parking is limited, so we've created some fun and hopefully incentivizing options for people in our parking situation. So if you are coming out, I highly recommend ride the trolley. It's like Disney World. You go park, you get a great parking spot, you get on that trolley, you get free swag from Thompson Shaw, who's one of
And
our sponsors,
you
and
get swag
water.
for taking the trolley.
Yeah, you get free stuff. Yeah.
I'm about to come in
So
there and
it's a great
take my
time.
face black.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, who didn't want free stuff? Like, I want to ride the trolley, you know? So it's a good time. I think everybody who took it last year was kind of our first step into it.
Doing the trolley.
Yeah.
This
And
year
they
we'll
loved
have
it.
multiple trolleys running. And so literally you could park your car, jump on a trolley, and be at the park within 10 minutes rather than you driving yourself, looking around for parking.
Having to walk a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get dropped off right at that visitor center. You get to take that beautiful path into the festival. It's a great time. Yeah.
Awesome. And I see we got RJ, the creator, up in the building. What's going on? I met RJ last year at Field
Hey,
Day. What's going
RJ.
on, RJ? We got Brooklyn up in the building, Brooklyn Faith in the building. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we
RJ will
talked
be
about
helping
stuff.
us out this Sunday too.
Nice.
Yeah.
RJ took some amazing footage.
He
RJ and the crew
Yes, he did.
took amazing
Yes,
footage
he's
last year.
incredible.
Wrote a great article about you all. And so yeah, their whole team is lit. What's going on, Amy? I see we got Amy up in the building. What's going on?
sound
I think,
cheers.
and
Yeah.
I
Oh,
stayed.
Pipe's launchers.
Yeah.
I stayed
I'm trying to read
until
as
like
much as I can.
I think I stayed like a couple hours after the fact last year to kind of like just chit chat around with people and asking who needed help with certain vendors and whatnot, and just like okay, because it's like when everyone that's putting together the event is there for a good cause, that energy just like spreads and radiates throughout the whole entire area that people are in. So it's like, yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and help out and show some love and, forget it. Even if I got to stay here extra 30 minutes to help, like artists, they put up, fold up lawn chairs and all that kind of stuff. It's like, all right, bet. It's for
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's for a good cause.
Yeah,
So
that's so cool.
you got an extra pair of muscles.
I love it. Thank you. Thank
Got
you.
We do love our
the muscles.
volunteers.
We do.
We have a huge team of volunteers that we have a committee that helps out for, several months with planning, but then we have a ton of volunteers that come out the day of or both Saturday and Sunday to help with setup, breakdown during the event. So yeah, if you come out, those people that are slinging your beers and giving you and putting your armbands on as you walk in, those are all volunteers.
Yeah.
So we truly could not do it
We
without
could
them.
not. They're all doing it out of the goodness of their heart.
Yeah.
And not for this year because we're pretty much capped at our volunteers, but for next year, planning ahead, any volunteer that signs up gets free entry into field day. So you could come work on Saturday, help us set up, the chairs, the tents, the tables, all that foundational stuff. And then we'll give you a wristband when you come back the next day and you get to get in the festival for free.
Yeah.
Likewise, if you work the first shift, you can, watch the bands on the second shift or vice versa. So we try to give back to the people that give us so much and help us out.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And that's the thing. Me myself personally, in life, stuff has to be reciprocating. When it's only one sided, you got someone like, oh, just give me without giving, and it's not reciprocating, that time is gonna run out real quick.
Yeah,
But once
for sure.
everything is reciprocating and you're doing everything like out of love, you, everyone talks about karma a lot, but no one talks about dharma.
Ah.
And I think, well, not I think, I know you all are putting out such great energy that the dharma that returns back is going to be A1. It's going to be like
Well,
out the
I'll
roof.
take it.
See, we got Glenn up in the good. What's going on, Glenn? RJ say he wants to see the shirts this year. The shirts, from what I
Oh,
saw.
we don't have them in hand. We should, RJ, go check out our Instagram because right now you can pre-order your shirts. We'll have it waiting there at the general merchandise tent. So we have a tent that sells the shirts, but we are trying to give people the opportunity to buy them early and let us put their name on it because last year our shirt sold out within an hour of the festival being open. So there were a lot of people who didn't get shirts. Yeah. So and stop by the general merch tent if you want last year's shirt or well no we sold out of last year.
We have
previous year shirts. They're like $5 and $10 depending on long sleeve, short sleeve. We also have stickers and koozies and hats.
Yeah.
We have candy and some drinks, stuff like that people may just want to like munch on. So yeah, it's good.
And then the bands will have their merch too for sale as well.
Awesome.
So, but
And I see we have Mackenzie up in the bin. What's going on, Mackenzie? So she's from Bitches and Brews. She's
Okay.
in the process of putting her stuff together for her festival, which is supporting like diversity and inclusion. And so I'm bringing her up to say hello, Mackenzie, because she's in the building.
awesome. Hey, Mackenzie.
So this year I had posted the video that I did with y'all, the reel, and
Yeah.
um I used revival. I used revival soundtrack in the background.
Yes.
And so she was like, who's that playing? And I was like, well, I'm at Field Day Festival and this band is Revival. And she like went on their Spotify and became like a fan and started following them out.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's amazing
It
how
is incredible. The whole band is incredible. Yeah. That okay, so Mackenzie, the band Revival is the only band that we've ever brought back twice. Because normally we like to get in fresh music and have a new experience, but they're just so good.
yeah.
We just had to do it twice because I could listen to her sing the phone book. Like I don't know. That's not even a thing these days. The phone book, but like
You're dating.
I know I am dating myself, but she's amazing. So
I
you
think
will
I think
not be
everyone here knows about the phone book.
okay. All right. Okay.
How many? Too young.
But yeah, amazing voice, amazing van, everything. So I say that to say, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna kill it once again with the music. And speaking of music, what genres of music do you listen to?
Oh, okay, Katie and I were talking about this the other day, and that's a
Like, so
really tough question.
But I listen to a little bit of everything. To
I
be
do
honest.
too. I do too.
I mean, it's like whatever I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
I'll put on.
Yeah.
So,
I was in the do what?
no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say I was in the kitchen, 2 nights ago listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival. The night before that, I was listening to Frank Sinatra. The night before that, I had on Noah Khan. I mean, it was just like, I
Usually listen to
really,
worship music in the morning.
yeah, I listen to worship music in the morning. I mean, I just listen to everything. I'm probably not like. I don't know. I do. I listen to everything. I was gonna say maybe there's something that I don't. I don't listen to a whole lot of instrumental music. I love the sound of an acoustic guitar. That's my favorite sound. I grew up playing the guitar. We got an opportunity to be in the studio with Apalachicola Sound yesterday at WCTV.
Mm-hmm.
And these guys, they just had a steel guitar and an acoustic guitar, and it was just, I mean, it just sounded good, just the two of them.
Yeah,
I love it all. Yeah, acoustic or whatever. I don't know. Sorry.
I never learned to play an instrument unless you count the recorder in elementary
Oh,
school.
yeah, we all had to play the recorder.
But I grew up dancing, ballet specifically, so I'm used to the more classical because that's what. But we also like did other, genres too. But I'm not partial to any particular genre. I'll listen to a variety. So yeah, when you mentioned that about favorite types of music, I don't really know if I have one.
I don't know if I have one either. I just love music.
What about you?
Yeah.
My, I think I'm in the same boat. Like, I can listen to hip hop, R&B, classic rock, and I'm talking about like
Yes.
ballad era, um, road trip, classic rock,
Yeah.
yacht rock. Like, I can listen
Yes.
to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heavy metal, nothing against heavy metal people, but
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Right.
not a
That's
heavy
right.
metal
Yeah.
person.
But
I
my
like,
husband loves that crap. And so I have to listen. Well, I'll say like, sorry, that crap. I'm sorry. If there's somebody on there that likes heavy metal, I don't mean to offend. But you're right. That's probably not my fave. Sorry. He
death
knows.
metal. I'm like, nah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. He's like a little pour some sugar on me. He loves a little Rush. I can't
I
stand
like rock.
Rush. Do you like Rush? Well, he over listened to it about the first 5 years of our marriage, so I think I'm just like my ears are bleeding.
Scripture says no offense taken. So I guess we do have a heavy metal or death metal person up in the
Oh, no
building.
offense.
You know,
That's fun.
we,
Okay,
we good,
good,
we good, we
good. Sorry.
good. But no, I can listen to like Rush, REM,
Oh,
Speedwagon, Fleetwood
yeah,
Mac. Um,
yeah,
Yes, Fleetwood Mac is probably running continuous at our house, to be
yeah.
honest. Yeah.
I like a
Because
lot of indie too, like bands people have never heard of. Yeah,
what up, Haley?
or maybe people have heard of. I don't know.
And then it's like when you do run into people that have heard of those people from the indie, it's like, oh
Yeah.
snap, you know this person too.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Yes.
go away.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of like everything that's overrated and like all in the hype beast era. Like if it's hype beast, like are, do you really like this person or are you liking this person because everyone else is
Everybody
liking and you
else, right? You're on the bandwagon,
Right.
Uh-huh. I'm
so
with you. Yeah.
the bandwagon and get the free merch like the trolley, right?
Yes.
Yep. Keep
Ride
riding
the
the trolley.
trolley.
Ride that trolley.
But yeah, I can Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Yeah.
um Jimi Hendrix, Phil
Uh,
Collins. Phil
Yeah.
Collins is that dude. Grateful Dead, good band for sure. Grateful Dead.
Yes. Yeah.
As Rick
So
kind
there
of
is a
read that
cover
chocolate
band.
Rush
There's a
days.
cover band that plays in Tallahassee sometimes. I saw them once, and they do a mixture of uh, Grateful Dead and Steely Dan.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I've heard of this band. They were at Fifth and Thomas when that was still around. They came around. What's the name of that band? They've got it's a unique name.
Isn't it
Uh
Groove Merchants, is it?
uh
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
It'll
don't
come
know.
to me. But yes, yes. I love. Yeah, I love
And I
Sunday.
can rock with the blues also. The blues be hitting. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I could pull up to a brewery. Speaking of, we're gonna talk about late tribe a little bit later,
Yeah.
but I could pull up to a
Yes.
brewery playing like anything, like rap music, hip hop, and I'm gonna jump out the car, and it's gonna be me. Or I could put, or I can do like say classic rock and blues and or mono rock. I could listen to John Mayer pulling up to a brewery,
Yes.
Yeah.
and it's gonna be me.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, isn't it about like the experience, right? Like you
Yes.
go into an environment like that where people are just like a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more open. You've got some great sound. One of the things I love about Lake Tribe is they're always bringing in bands and having a great experience at their venue or their brewery, which I think is just so cool because it's so, it's just so low key and it's always a good time. It's really chill, but it gives you that kind of experience when you
Yeah,
roll up there.
And they always have a good food truck too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
they have some good food. They had this food truck there the other. I think it was like curbside eats or curbside sandwiches.
Okay.
Huge
I've heard of that.
burgers. Like these burgers were ginormous. Like I was talking with Jordan because I was so shameless plug. I have a collaboration beer going on with Lake Tribe, which we're going to be dropping on their 10-year anniversary. So I would
Okay.
love
That's
to
Awesome.
coming
do that.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right around the corner.
But
That's
so
awesome.
we had a brew day. Everyone's all hungry and stuff, and Jordan was like, "I'm going to get a double cheeseburger," and I had my single cheeseburger. I had the bacon cheeseburger, whatever, and I was like, "You gonna be biting off more than you can chew, like
Yeah.
literally." And he's like,
It's huge. Wait, what's the name of the food truck again?
curbside eats." Haley put it
Curbside Eats.
in
I'll
her.
have to check that out. Yeah, I'm interested.
I did.
It's awesome.
It's in my burger, and I had a single patty. And then Jordan comes up, and he's like, "I ate like I left like a third of the burger left on there." Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
You're talking about
That's funny.
Massive.
Yeah,
it's very
massive.
good. They were good. They were good. So they could be a potential food truck
Yeah.
I'll have
for
Yeah,
to eat
we're
next
there.
year.
always looking for good food truck.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
gotta write that down for
Yeah.
sure, for sure. So, what are some of your favorite beers?
Um, from Lake Tribe or just in general?
We can go Lake Tribe first. We'll start
Okay.
off with Lake Tribe, and then we'll go to general.
Yeah. So my brother-in-law is the one that introduced us to Lake Tribe. He no longer lives in Tallahassee. He was here for 7 years. He was a chief in the Air Force, and they had a what was the name of the chief beer?
Old Chief,
Oh,
Old
see,
Chief.
I thought.
Do you have it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Old Chief.
Old Chief.
Yeah.
So
They,
Darren, my brother-in-law, was one of the early investors into Lake Tribe, and that's how we got hooked up with the brewery. How we found out about them and got to meet Connor and Haley and some of the folks over there day one. And so he's, yeah, we joke that Darren's an old chief. So old chief is probably a favorite because it has a tie to my brother-in-law. But I like the Satsuma wheat has always been a favorite.
Mhm.
They did a field day beer there for a while.
yeah.
That's been great. But when they came out with their seltzer
Last.
2 years ago, or not this field day, but last,
Yeah.
um, it was like a game changer for us because it kind of filled that void. We have a beer garden. A lot of people love beer, but for the people who might be able to not drink beer, gluten intolerant, or maybe you just want something lighter or what, I don't know, whatever their preference is, they brought a seltzer and that was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was really
beyond. And then we were serving it in the VIP tent and they were mixing it with the rum from our rum vendor. And I was like, I mean, it was a great night. So, Lake Tribe does it right.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd say their seltzers are definitely my favorite.
Yeah.
I like the Satsuma wheat, but
Yeah.
unfortunately I can't
She can't-
partake
yeah.
in beer too often.
Yeah.
But we do serve wine too
Yeah.
at our beer
At the
garden.
beer garden.
So
Yeah.
there's something for everybody if you're not a
Okay.
beer drinker.
Yeah.
But yeah, people do ask us every year, do you have Bud Light or Miller Light or whatever, or do you have a different, we have a lot of amazing local craft beers in town, but we just have a great partnership with Lake Tribe. So
We love their beer.
we've continued
Yeah.
to just only sell Lake Tribe beer.
And they give us such a good variety. I mean, it's like if you want a heavier beer, you want a lighter beer, you want a more flavorful beer. I mean, you know how it is. You've been to their brewery. It is.
Absolutely.
They've got just the most amazing assortment. So if you're a beer drinker, you love beer, you can go in there and really try anything and everything, and it's just it's it's such a treat because there's so much variety, I think. There was one I had, we do our kickoff party every November, and I had one that was new to them, and I cannot for the life of me think of the name of it, and I don't know that we're serving it at field day, but it was like a little bit more of a sour beer.
Okay.
And it was incredible. I think I had a few of those. So,
So it probably
yeah.
was it probably was from their Camp Enigma series, if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken. But don't
Okay.
quote me, and maybe Haley can
Yeah.
chime in on that.
Yeah.
Lightness. Yeah.
So there's gonna be Lake Tribe beer. You know, I can see Lake Tribe get this sole sponsorship that's gonna be bringing the liquid,
That's right.
but they
That's right.
do come with a variety of beer. Now,
Yes.
which beers Lake Tribe is gonna bring? You got to come out there and
There
find out.
you go. I love it. Yes.
But I
Come
can
on
guarantee
out.
you, it's gonna be something good. It's gonna be something good. Like I'm sipping on, uh, like I say, Noah Summer Suds from Lake Tribe, and
Yes.
the
Yeah.
can art is amazing,
Yeah.
and
We
the
have probably
beer
like 4 or 5.
is delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. That just looks good. That
It's good for
looks
sure,
good.
for sure. So Haley said it could be the Camp Enigma or the Camp Matuka.
Oh, is
Matuka.
Haley on? Hi, Haley.
And shout
Yeah,
out
I can't
Yeah.
to
see.
Haley.
Oh, I
Haley is
recognize
such a
the profile
sweetheart.
picture. I'm like, I can't see that far away. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, like you said, we're not going to announce which beers that we're going to be serving because we want you to come out. But there
Be
is going to be a good
surprised.
variety. There's going to be like 4 or 5 options. So, like we
And,
said,
and,
something for everybody.
and speaking of, because I know y'all had the field day beer that was like specifically brewed and made for the field day event. Um, how
I don't
was
I don't think it was specifically brewed for us. It just happened to coincide with
with the same thing?
with field day.
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was several
Quote
years
us if
ago.
we're wrong, Haley.
Several years ago, they brought out, they had a field day beer and they served it in cans. And so we served that in cans one year.
Yeah.
But
Which
yeah.
was really cool,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, "Oh, did they make this just for you?" We're like, "Yes, they did." Really, they did not.
You got to capitalize on that. But I thought that there was good. So it comes, and even I was there on, I think that was Saturday, Friday or Saturday. I was over at Lake Tribe hanging out with them, and this one lady who was like, "Oh, I don't really drink beer like that." She tried the field day,
And she enjoyed it.
and she enjoyed it. And she was like, "It has like this cucumber
Hmm.
light feel, light touch to it, and it's like it's light, but it's sweet, but I still get like this this flavor off of it." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, bet." And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just like hearing people's reaction to beer because me being a brewer, um, it's like research and seeing who likes what, why do they like like it? What are they tasting from out of this beer? So
Right.
Yeah.
I'm all ears for any review, whether it's something that I put out, whether it's something that Lake Tribe puts out, whether it's something that anyone else puts out, as long as they, have good vibes within their business structure and all that kind of stuff. I want to see good things happen to their business. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it was cool
Especially
to hear.
local,
Mm.
like we want to give back to as much that we can locally and support the people that are building businesses within our community. It's like, how can we all support each other in that? I think that's so important.
Yeah. That's
Gotta keep
another
the
reason
money
why we
circulating.
continue to bring Lake Tribe in
Yeah.
every year. Oh.
And
And they're a
I'm
fan
down for
favorite.
it. So, how can people donate and help support Field Day? We know coming to the
So
festival, but
yeah.
Mhm.
like how can people help and support?
Yeah, coming to the festival is the main thing. If you can't make it this year, on our website, fielddaytallahassee.com, we do have a donate button that you can donate directly to the Judy Field Memorial Foundation. So that is another way.
You can buy the beer. We make a little bit of money on the beer, but like I said, we've not raised the price of beer in 9 years.
Yeah.
Since 2017, it's $5, but you can buy the beer, and that's all goes to the foundation.
So, but yeah, the main thing is coming out.
Coming out, buying your tickets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And buy them soon because we will sell out.
Yeah.
So, and
Yes.
you don't want to have FOMO. You don't want to
That's
have
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
because FOMO sucks.
Yeah, it
It's like,
does.
man, gotta wait till next year and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I'll be there. I'll be there this year and next year and the following year. Like I said, as much as I can help come through and support, whether it's
Thank you.
doing these live streams like this, uh, just posting an ad, coming through, doing video, all that kind of good stuff. Like that, we met in person and beautiful and wonderful energy, and I like to be around people who has that energy that's like radiating because it's like you are who you hang around, and,
That's right.
and you know, let's get this good energy out. Let's get it out. Let's make it happen. Make it happen. Very good concept. I'm with it. I'm down. I'm
Awesome.
with it.
I
I
appreciate
love
it.
listening to you guys.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. I could not agree more.
Now,
Sure.
would there be an after party at some sort? Because the field days are due,
By then
for the
we plan so much. Yeah, we would love it if our festival goers take an after party to a local hangout wherever you think is good on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
We will be
Packing up.
disassembling
Yeah.
every single thing that we've put together over the last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a dream. Yes, yeah, you got to get that rolling. Just like get people
Yeah.
onto the next.
Just
so
say, take
yeah.
the trolley back to
Yeah.
the Truist building and then to form a caravan onto your next stop.
Yeah.
Haley, how late is Lake Tribe open on Sunday nights?
I don't think they're open on Sunday, are they?
No, they are.
They're
Are they are?
open on Sunday. I just think they close early.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
You
yeah.
might need to put that into play, though. Put that into play. Like, y'all stay open as well. Listen,
Like
y'all
an
stay open.
unofficial.
Yeah,
after
unofficial
party.
after party. There we
I
go.
like how
Yeah.
you did that, too. Katie, I like how you did that.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, everybody, make that happen now. You can make that happen.
Yeah.
Or turn up
Yeah.
in open till
Yeah, that's
7.
just only till 7.
Oh, 7. Okay. Okay.
Well,
So we gonna try and
another,
work on
another,
we're gonna try and work on just for field day, only for field day.
Just like
right.
a little
Show your
wristband.
wristband.
Maybe
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you get in.
you gotta get a
That's right.
super wristband for that one. I'm with it though. Like I said, I love the whole community support and like just raising awareness for taking out cancer. And I guess while at it, what can we talk about the um, the Judy Fields Foundation
Mhm.
that we have going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so again, like we started our conversation with when we were kind of coming up with an idea of a way to raise awareness, raise funding. Excuse me. I started the foundation in honor of my mom, and primarily we donate proceeds from our major fundraiser, Field Day Music Festival, to the Lust Garden Foundation. They are based in New York, and 100% of the donations that they receive goes straight to research. So they're doing incredible things with the different doctors and medical professionals that they have partnered with to try to find a cure, try to figure out early detection. So that is what our foundation primarily goes to. Because at this point, we go to the like a different level of nonprofit because we simply just support our local community, put on music, field day music festival, and then what we raise we donate to the Les Garden Foundation, and they're the ones that are driving the medical research.
And like we talked about earlier, it's so important because it is such a deadly cancer. Only 13% that get diagnosed are, I think
Survive
survive past 5 years. So it is so important to us to, raise awareness within our community that if we pull our resources together, that we can contribute to the research being done to hopefully bridge that gap and have that early detection before it gets to a place where you get the cancer and can't survive it. So we would like to see that number 13% go drastically down, and that's what we're trying to contribute to. But also raising awareness within our community is so important because like you said, the symptoms we talked about earlier, this people having awareness, and Katie talking about earlier about, being an advocate for yourself at the doctor when you do sense something is wrong. Going in, don't hesitate. Like, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, and so that is our main focus is the awareness piece and then funding research.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, because Mackenzie's asking, so do y'all have a date set for next year's?
It's a good question.
Typically, we do the last several years, we've done it the last Sunday of February.
Yeah.
So that's usually when it's held, is the
Yeah.
last Sunday, the month of February.
That makes
One
sense.
year,
A leap year, and
yeah.
depending on what McClay Gardens has on the calendar. But usually, yeah, the end of February is where we would hit the mark. But stay tuned. We'll announce it.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. And like I said, I'm super excited about the live stream that we did. And thank you two for taking the time out the day and joining in for this Happy Hour Wednesday. Because I know y'all like jam packed with getting this together, getting this together, getting this together. Oh, we got to get this together, get this together. So I already know how it is trying to, not even trying to put it together, but putting a whole event together for sure, for sure. And having something during like crunch time like this, I appreciate it.
Oh, thank
No,
you.
we're
We
grateful
thank
for you.
because it's people like you that just out of the goodness of your hearts are willing to step in and help us spread the word. So
Yeah.
we greatly appreciate you, Kitty.
Yes, seriously, thank you. Thank you so much.
Chef's kiss.
It's all good things.
Yeah.
All good things.
Yeah, and we're dressed very casually because
Yeah.
we were schlepping stuff around earlier. We went by Capital City Bank and picked up tents and
Yeah.
cornhole boards that were
And all the cups that you're drinking your beer out of.
Yeah.
And we call it field day CrossFit.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah. It's always the week of the event, and especially the weekend we're putting it together. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's definitely field day CrossFit. We get our workouts in just from hauling stuff around.
Yeah.
And we got
But
Gwen up in the building. Gwen is also in the advocate for volunteer work as well too. So
oh
what's up?
yes,
We've been down there we've been down hanging out with the kid since day one. So much love, much love.
nice,
Nice.
But it's all
Yeah.
right. I drink brew. I drink brew. What's going on? Cheers. This is Barrett, Mr. Barrett or Mrs. Barrett. Cheers. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be out on time. Oh, we at 7:25. I would love to hang out and chill. I'm down. But I know
Perfect.
y'all
Yeah.
Yes. No, yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
want to be
Yeah.
respectful of time. So I guess we can rock this out until,
Yeah.
finish up the drink and whatnot. But I'm
Yeah.
very respectful of time though. Like I say, I know y'all got time crunch and everything. So,
Yeah.
we can rock out the amazing time with you too. Like you say, we always like run into each other and be like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And, quick little
Yes.
converse or whatnot. But
Totally.
I like to have these conversations with people to like get to know them real quick,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
least more than what I've known from just like, oh hey, and then gotta sit
Conversation
back.
on an
It's
event. Yeah.
like we
No,
talking
this is
or whatever, but it's
wonderful.
like, yeah, back of your mind is like, I gotta make sure the band is okay. I gotta make sure the
Yes.
food for people are okay.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure this person's okay. I gotta make
Yeah.
sure that person is okay. And it's
Well,
like,
I hope I hope the people who are listening in maybe take away, how amazing you are to contribute your time to us to, so that we could spread the word about something. And we all have an opportunity, I think, to help a friend out or to help a family out or a community out. And just maybe like, looking around your community and saying like, hey, there's a void here, or people need help here, and how can we do that for each other? I mean, hopefully that's the kind of world that we live in, and I feel like Tallahassee is that way. Like I feel like we are the type of community where we lift each other up. And that is certainly evident today by what you're doing, and we get to see it with all the people that contribute and
That's
join in. So we are grateful.
do what you can with how you can. Yeah.
Yes.
That's so good.
We're just so grateful. So thank you.
no problem. We gonna turn up. We gonna turn up on Sunday,
That's
we gonna turn
right.
up on
That's right.
Sunday.
With a ticket in hand.
Hmm. Yeah, I will say, like, if you're looking to come on Sunday and you don't have a ticket, we are not selling them at the door this year, which is something we've done the last 7 years. So if you are familiar with just rolling up, buying a ticket right then and there, we can't do that this year because we are going to have a cap because the numbers are so big this year. But definitely grab your ticket now. You have to have a ticket just to get in the gate of the park. So have that ready, or make sure you ride the trolley and get that free merch, free swag, and free water, cool you off on the way.
Because the Field Day Music Festival is bringing out the whole city, the whole neighborhood, the whole state. Like it's gonna be sold out for show for show,
Yes.
whether you take our word or not. And
That's right. It's
if
happening.
you wanna have FOMO, you gonna have just have the FOMO. That's all you just,
That's right.
Yeah.
just have the FOMO and they'll be like, dang, I should have went out there. I should have got my
Yeah.
ticket. So we're just telling you now, get your ticket now before you gotta wait till next year.
Right.
Yeah.
And we didn't mention this earlier. We're doing something a little different this year because normally we always had three bands. We always have a local band, usually like a regional
Oh
band
yeah.
and a national band. This year, we're doing something a little different where all three bands have ties to Tallahassee. So, of course, we have a local band that is still like here locally,
Mm-hmm.
living here, working here. in Tallahassee. Another band, they're from Tallahassee, but they tour a lot. And then our headliner, Tishomingo, they're all from Tallahassee, and they've kind of, some live here still, some have moved elsewhere, but they haven't played as a band in Tallahassee in 8 years, like since before the very first field day.
Field day, yeah. And they're our most requested band. Year after year, we put out a survey. Who do you want to hear at field day? They are our most requested band. People want to see them back in Tallahassee, and the dream is coming true this year.
Yeah. So we're really excited that Tishomingo,
Yeah,
the
it's a good time.
Retrograde, and the Apalachicola Sound all have ties to Tallahassee. So our theme this year is all roads lead back home. So we're excited to bring all these bands back home to their hometown of Tallahassee and put on a great show on Sunday.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Digging it. All roads lead back home.
Yes.
It's nothing wrong with having good community service and just having that whole community vibe. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I already know the music gonna be hitting, the music gonna be jamming, everyone's gonna have a good time, and I'm ready for the experience. This weekend is gonna be cool for me.
Yeah.
I gotta go to Lake Tribe on Saturday, do some collaboration beer work, go on Sunday to the music festival, and we're gonna turn up.
That's awesome.
So
sounds like a good weekend.
Yeah.
And then back to reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, then back to reality. That's right. Yeah.
So I love the experiences. They join late, but how many festivals have you all had? And the micro festival does count because y'all put together a festival during COVID.
That's right. That's right. We were all masked up, but we made it work.
We actually did two.
Yeah, we did two. One at Lake Tribe and one at Rankin Tacos.
Yeah.
They were
our field day happened in February of 2020. So that was before,
like weeks before the shutdown.
Shutdown. So that festival went off fine. In that fall, we decided to make the choice to not have the big event the following February.
That was hard to do.
So instead, we did what we called a micro fest when Rankin Tacos was in town. They used to have a food truck, and then they had a standalone restaurant. So we had a band's 2 foot level come out and play. So that was kind of like a micro fest. That was in February of 2021. It was outside, so we were being
safe. Yeah.
And then the following fall, we had another little micro fest at Lake Tribe in November before returning to McClay Gardens the following year. So this is nine years we've been putting on events, field day, music festival, or field day micro fest during COVID times.
Yeah.
So when that first festival came about, what was the vision? Like, you want to help bring awareness to pancreatic cancer, but what was the vision, and that vision from the first festival to now? Like, what's the difference that you've noticed?
We were envisioning, my husband and I with some friends from Tallahassee went up to Thomasville to a little festival called Due South. And it was an old Coke factory, but like small little building. And then it had this kind of yard attached to it. And they brought in this band, Shiny Rose.
Yeah.
I think is who Kyle and I saw there first.
Yeah.
And it was so dynamic, but we were all shoved in this little place and we just had the best time. And I just thought, and we were going to music festivals, Katie more than me, but like all over the country. And I just thought, why not Tallahassee? I mean, like, we have such an amazing community. And so why not do that here? I mean, who doesn't love to be outside in Tallahassee? I remember graduating from Florida State, moving back to my hometown of Jacksonville, and being like, I just wanted, I just wanted to be outside. Like, I feel like Tallahassee is like an outdoors community. Jacksonville's a little bit more of a concrete jungle, not quite, unless you're at the beach. But like
Right.
Tallahassee, it's like we have beautiful trails and lakes, and everything's just
Trees.
oak tree. Yeah. And so why not be in a field and listen to some great music and drink some good beer and have your kids run around and, like, I don't know, just the vision was let's just come together as a community over something that we know is important to support, but also give people just an incredible experience. And over the years, I feel like it just gets sweeter and better. Like last year, we did this VIP tent last year, and it was just this amazing experience. So we have sponsors that are in our VIP tent that come alongside us and partner with us, and we could not do field day without them. But we also have people who buy VIP tickets for like $150 a pop.
Because they want the experience.
They want the
They want to
experience.
be there right next to the stage.
Yeah. And we have this lake, we serve Lake Tribe Brewing in the VIP tent. But last year we had this vendor called Combi Keg.
Combi Keg.
Combi Keg. But it's a VW bus, and they have beer pools, and we did mixed drinks in there. I mean, it was just a phenomenal experience. So it's like every year we're trying to figure out like what more can we bring to people. This year, the new thing that we tried was charcuterie boards. I hate to say you can't buy them anymore because the cutoff was noon today, but you could come on a date or, with your friend, whatever. You buy a charcuterie board from Ground Ops Bakery and roasting and bakehouse. I like get it backwards every
She's
time.
had too much beer.
Yeah, I did. I don't. I've only had 1.5. I don't know what's happening, but you get this amazing experience because the owners, Chris and Shannon, have put together these charcuterie boards for us. They're $30. They feed 2 people. You can go to Heather Friedman, our kid's 4th grade teacher, who we love and adore, who's worked Field Day Beer Garden since day one.
Our kids are now in high school.
Our kids are now in high school, but she's been there pouring beer and running that beer garden since day one. She's amazing. Shout out to Heather. And you can go up to that beer garden and grab your beer at your Lake Tribe Beer, or you can get a bottle of wine for $20. Again, we don't want to gouge anybody. We're not trying to be Disney World here. We just want you to come and have a good time. And you get your charcuterie board and your beer and your wine.
Or you go to the food trucks.
Or you go to the food trucks, and we've got Cake Shop and Love Girlies and I mean
Uncle D's.
Uncle D's. We have so many food trucks this year. There's like 7 of them.
Yeah.
And all phenomenal, very different.
Zap Zap Thai.
Oh yeah,
Good variety.
yeah. We have a great variety. So it's just so. I mean, it's so fun.
I think
I don't even
y'all
know
have the
what was the question.
I don't know
lemonade.
what the question was. Oh, from year to year, like yeah. So I'm saying like every year we try to add something a little bit
different.
more,
Yeah.
exciting or something different. I mean, you get to come. We have a photo bus that shows up. This little VW photo bus. Did you do this last year? And you get
I did.
there's no charge. You just get in the bus. You can do the props or no props. Bring all your friends or none of your friends, and you get to sit in there and you get a photo strip, as a souvenir. And it's just, I love all the hearts. Yeah. Look at that. But it's like we just want you to come and have a good experience.
And this year, one of our newer sponsors, Tallahassee Ford, they're going to be putting on a cornhole tournament, and the winner of the cornhole tournament gets this amazing guitar,
free guitar.
Yeah.
So you just have to play in the tournament, and they're going to give away a free guitar. I'm like, who does that? I mean, do we not have the best sponsors?
And you could walk away with a brand new car.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You get a car.
Not a car.
You get a photo strip. You get a photo strip. Yeah, or a guitar if you win. Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
So I'll tell you, I know where my husband will be. He'll be trying to win that guitar, probably.
So my child.
But do you know if it's gonna be an electric guitar or an acoustic guitar?
I don't know. I felt like it was.
They posted about it on Facebook earlier today, and I cannot.
Yeah.
I
I gotta get my glasses on.
They
Sorry.
said the name, but I'm not a guitar
Oh, I can look. Let's see
aficionado,
here.
so I have no idea. But yeah, it's Tallahassee Ford. They posted about it in Facebook today. They tagged us, and they indicated what kind of a guitar it is, but I'm not sure.
Let's
The
see.
Eagle one. If it's free, it's for me. So I might need to
That's
join it.
right. That's right.
And I
See,
just cracked it
ride
open.
the trolley. You got it. Ride the trolley. You get free swag and you get free water. And then when you get in the park, you get to the photo bus. You get a free photo strip, or as many as you want. And then when
You
you
playing?
play in the cornhole tournament, you get a chance to have a free guitar.
Nice.
So I mean,
Forgot
lots
that's
of opportunity.
that's all. In a sense, you get the money back. You get your money back
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I can't
plus more.
find it.
And I just cracked open this Old Chief since we were talking about Old Chief
Yes,
earlier, which
old
is
chief. Shout out to Darren Silsby.
which is a Texas Spectrum IPA coming in at 9.1% ABV. And I can
Nice.
tell you that you cannot taste the 9% ABV.
Yeah.
Right? This is so sessionable. Well, I guess it's not sessionable, but it tastes sessionable. Where you can like drink many of these, which I do not
It's
recommend. Not in one setting. But amazing beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So smooth. So good.
So it's a Les Paul studio
Oh,
guitar.
Les Paul. Let's go. All right.
No, this looks like electric.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if
Yeah,
that's the
sure.
actual image of the guitar or
He's
if
got-
that is just a generic photo.
But the guitar
But
folks should know.
Yeah.
yes,
Yes,
should.
they should know. Les Paul is nothing to sneeze at. I think the cornhole tournament, you'll see there'll be a Tallahassee Ford truck. I'm assuming it's a truck they're
Yeah,
bringing.
it's a truck.
And so look for the Tallahassee Ford truck, and then the cornhole tournament will be right there by it, so you can go and have some great music in the background and enter to win.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the video recording. I'm gonna try and get the top 10 plays off the cornhole tournament. I'm trying to get the
Yes.
top 10 shot.
Yeah. Yes.
SMA Honey
Fun times.
29 says they're having FOMO, wishing that they could be at field day. Do not
Oh,
miss it, people. Do
Shan.
not
Hey,
miss it.
Shan.
Oh, is that
That's-
Mahoney?
Yes, Mahoney's.
Mahoney. Oh, she's the best. Talk about love and light. She is love and light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be up here, girl.
Yes. Next year.
I'm gonna
She
do it.
lives in South Florida.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun. Born and raised Fort Lauderdale. Fort
Okay.
Lauderdale.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She's in North Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So
so that's
not
not
too
too far.
far.
Not too far.
Not too
Not
far.
too far.
Yeah.
Then we got from Duval. It was like Duval.
Duval. You lived in Jacksonville?
I haven't lived in Jackson, but I've been there, and
But
I know people from
it's
Jacksonville.
Duval
Sure.
County.
Oh
That's
yeah.
impressive.
Mhm.
How many people
Absolutely.
know that?
So did you move up from Fort Lauderdale, like to Tallahassee, or did you live somewhere else in between?
Uh, no, yeah, I've been moving around. So, born and raised in Fort Lauderdale. I went to Gainesville for school, for college, and then went back to Fort Lauderdale. Then from there, I went to Nashville.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Nashville for a good little minute. Then I went to Maryland for a short time, but I was in Maryland. Then I went to Georgia, and then from Georgia to Tallahassee.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah,
And you're liking it?
yeah, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. The beer scene is cool. The beer community, the community itself is cool. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when I was in Atlanta, when I was in Georgia, the beer scene there was a little different. It was a
Yeah.
little different. I mean that in a good way. It, I don't know. It seemed like the culture around the beer scene in Georgia was cool, and here it seems like it's a little um it's like the brewery that's here, that's it. And it kind of seemed like there's like not room for much more growth within the beer scene as far as like new breweries or whatnot, which means the breweries that are here gotta like capitalize and keep things new and keep things fresh, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but I am enjoying the beer scene here. I just joined the homebrew committee here,
Yeah.
the homebrew club, so that's been cool. Um,
Do you brew your own beer?
I
Yeah.
do.
Yes.
I make my own beer
Oh,
and make my own cider.
okay.
And
We'll have
so,
to come sample
Yeah, we'll have to
um,
sample some cider. Cider's, yeah, we love a cider.
I can, bring some cider next time we see each other. I
Yeah.
can bring some cider.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come meet me at the car. You're gonna
Right, right.
trolley down here.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not trying to get, you know, jacked up at the front door.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah. McClay Guards probably will not sanction that, but another time.
One of these
Yeah.
days, sometime after that, I could bring some goods and
Yes.
we can enjoy and indulge and enjoy for sure, for sure.
Sounds good.
But so with that, I got to keep that in reminder. I keep that reminder. Boom, y'all want to try some cider?
Yes.
Got your
Let's
option.
do it.
Yes.
We were just talking about bad
Sure.
memory earlier, so I gotta like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lock it in. Yeah.
lock
I'm
it
with
in.
you. I'm with you.
But it was wonderful speaking with you all.
You too.
Same.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you
had
so
a
much.
wonderful time for Happy Hour Wednesdays as per. And like I said, I like to bring amazing guests, and you two were amazing.
Thank
And
you.
this is the time for y'all to have the floor to let everyone know, how can they get tickets for this year's festival, for next year's festival, um, any donations and all that kind of stuff. Just
Mhm.
get that money. Tell everybody to bring that money and press that button.
Yeah.
Yeah, the main thing is just go to our website, fielddaytallahassee.com. You can get tickets for this year's event, but get them
Get
soon.
them now.
Get them now, because we will sell out. And then if you want to make a direct donation to the foundation, there is a button. There's a link on our website that you can do that too. And then I would say if you want to learn more about this year's event, but then also be in the know for future events, follow us on social media.
Yeah.
Because that's where we do
Yeah.
it all. So Field Day Tally, obviously on Instagram, or Field Day Tallahassee on Facebook.
Yeah. And if you're planning on coming on Sunday, we are not selling tickets at the door this year. That is something that we got rid of this year. It's the first year. So if you're used to walking up, just a reminder, you've got to buy them ahead of time. They will not let you in the park without a ticket. But the best way to get to Field Day is by the trolley. It's a lot of fun. They're going to make it fun. You get free merch and you get a
It's
bottle of water
And you get to, it's like a fast pass
It's a fast pass.
into,
to Field Day.
into the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the parking is first come, first serve, and you do kind of have to wait in a longer line. So just keep that in mind. But we are excited to see each and every one of you guys there. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it is the best day. It is just so fun.
This Sunday, McClay Gardens from 2 to 7, and the music starts at 2:15.
Yeah.
So it's going to start kind of early this year.
Yeah, sorry.
We're giving our opening band a little bit more time to play, so we had to bump
Yeah.
the start time up a little bit to
Yeah.
2:15. So get there early.
Get there early.
And plan on making a fun afternoon of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm gonna try and get there as early as I can, but I actually have work on Saturday. Oh, sorry, on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
right after I'm
Hot tail over.
Yes.
Yes.
Sounds great.
Yeah. And you can come anytime because we'll be there 2 to 7. So
Yeah.
come anytime. Yeah.
absolutely. But it was wonderful speaking with you too, and I'm glad we got the chance to spread the awareness of pancreatic cancer, spread the awareness and the joy and fun for the Field Day Music Festival. Which, if you don't make it this year, make it next year and the following year. And it was also just, good, knowing, getting to speak and, get to know you two a little bit more. So now that I do know this about you two, we're going to have to go bowling.
Yes.
Yes. Let's do it.
That's probably.
We'll buy the pitcher of beer.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, we got to set a little date, bring the
Yeah.
bowling balls and all that kind of stuff, and,
That's right.
go bowl.
We'll see what else we can plan and come up with
Yes.
a scheme over
Over the
pitcher
next
beer.
Yeah, over a pitcher of beer.
Yeah. Well, cheers
Absolutely.
to you, Penny. Thank you so
Yes,
much for
thank
having us
you.
on. Cheers.
And
And we'll see you on Sunday.
shall see you two on Sunday. And everyone
Yeah.
who's tuning in, thank you for tuning in. We do this every Wednesday, Happy Hour Wednesday, here on Instagram Live at 6:30 p.m. EST. And I bring amazing guests like these two, Stacy and Katie, from the Day Music Festival. And I just bring guests on here to, have fun, talk about what they have going on, and bring awareness and spread some love. So catch you next Wednesday, and we out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
Cheers.